Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Hey, Rudy. Good morning. Well, it's Monday morning, September 15, 2025. It's 5:45 a.m. and the climate is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. I guess there ain't much sense even doing any of the doctography in these lighting conditions. We're out here with Beau and Rudy with high hopes of Beau pooping today. Still waiting on the first poop from Beau. This is quite late in the walk for her not to have evacuated anything from her bowels. Okay, here's the first poop of the day. Just completed. Nice job, Beau. Well, the first poop of the day is in the bag. Got a couple Californians who come out of the brush right there. Uh-oh. Oh, no, Beau! I missed the rabbit. Beau seen him. Gave him quite a chase. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about horse poops and California latrines. As the climate turns out of the bad season into the prime outdoor activity season, you're going to get more California latrines and horse poop and other hazards. Nice job, Beau. More horse poop on this side trail, which we did not anticipate. Well, we're back at the coal face. Time is 7:58 a.m. The climate is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Beau's enthusiasm is low. We got a rabbit situation. Go on, get out of here. Go on. That rabbit is still out and about. The time's 11:50 a.m. and the climate is 70 degrees. This is the final week of technically the bad season. This is the first time at this hour during the bad season where we're not experiencing a sense of warmth. It's not exactly cold, of course, but it's not warm neither. Next Monday, which will be 1 week from today, is the first day of fall in the northern hemisphere. I'm pretty sure that's correct. The time now is 2:41 p.m. and the climate is 75 degrees. Just checking on Beau here. I got to pick up some poop from last week, and I'm going to check to see if there's any fresh poop also. Good morning, Beau. Well, it's Tuesday morning, September 16, 2025, 6:20 a.m. and the climate is 56 degrees Fahrenheit. This is actually quite late in the morning to be starting our poop walk. We have a late start, and we're planning to see if we can find any squirrels. For a second there, I thought it would have been a left-hand side poop that she was setting up for, but just sometimes you look for a slight break in her stride or change in the mannerisms to try to predict where the poop's gonna go. I don't like her on the left side though, because of the hazards down there. Is mainly the porcupines and the skunks and the cats. It was a former home of the famous cougar statue. It's been gone for a couple months now. Poop update is there is no poop update. We're hoping here in the Rotary Club Centennial Park that might happen. It's kind of a standard alternate poop spot for Beau sometimes. Her mind just wandered there. She's thinking about a poop, I think. I hope. Yeah. That could be the place. Yeah. Yeah, the first poop of the day is in the bag. Well, we have made it to Squirrel Alley. We're gonna walk behind the famous Fingernail Concert Pavilion. It's where Tom Lansdale played in the 80s in his rock and roll band. He was the leader of the band. And the D is silent. We've heard a couple squirrels and we've seen a couple ground birds, but we have not yet seen any squirrels on the ground. Anyways, yeah, the sun just come up, it looks like, and that boat just docked. So I remember yesterday, Rudy's roommate April said the boat was coming in today. I don't know how she knows such things, but she was right on the money. That's where all the folks from Portland, Oregon and California come up the Columbia River. We have pretty low hopes on squirrels, actually. I think it might still be a tad too early. There's something there in the tennis courts. We're gonna walk along this way to see if that's poop. It looks like rocks. For whatever reason, probably kids. I just heard a door open, so we're gonna go back this way in case. Whoops. Come on. case the Park Place dog was coming out, but he is not. All right. You want any water, Beau? No water. No squirrels. There was one squirrel by the controversial elephant slide, went into that tree right there. And there's one by the trash can yonder. The hazard now is we got to keep the dog out of the river. She's probably thirsty, of course. Hey, Beau. To your left. Beau, to your right. Beau. We got a dog. Looks like they're about to load out. Yeah. This is the most comfortable walking surface known to man. It's like a foam, petroleum-based foam. It's already degrading quite a bit. So I think the city elders will probably either get their money back, or the design is to replace it every year, which is I'm hoping for. It was promising back there. We had to pull out. A lady come with 2 dogs. Little dogs on leashes. Come on, Beau. Well, not a whole lot of luck this morning. It's kind of a long shot. Yeah, he's not coming down. Yeah, we're gonna try again for some water for Beau. Too slow, Beau. Well, it's quitting time.
Beau.
Load up.
Come on, Beau. Come on, Beau.
Come on now.
I'm over here, Beau.
Load up.
Hi, Beau. Come on.
He's in the truck, Beau. Come
Hi,
on.
Beau. Hi, Beau.
She's seen some shadow. All right, Beau. Come on. Little off-camera dog handling there.
On,
Nice
there we
job, Beau. Well, we were lounging pretty good there, but we just got a call from across the street. Go. Whoa. You sure you want to do this, Beau? Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Oh, it's Wednesday morning, September 17, 2025, 5:51 a.m. and the climate is 54 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning at the Columbia Point area in Richland, Washington, USA. Just starting out on the morning poop walk. This is one of Beau's favorite places to poop, and she's doing it right now, actually.
Come on, let's go, Simba. Come on, Simba. Chase. Why are you taxing him? Chase. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Easy. Easy.
The first poop of the day's in the bag. We got that large white dog coming on the bike path. Which means we're not gonna be able to see Rudy today if he's doing the standard. Beau, come on, let's hold up. Yeah, we've seen that dog out here a few times, but usually when we're wrapping up the walks, he started the walk. But the problem is with the climate change, we're doing the walks a little later in the morning. So it's on a leash and an easy walk, which is one of those weird things that you have to tie around your dog's mouth and muzzle. So we don't know if we're ever going to meet that dog, actually, but Beau is doing her rock observations there. She's seen the dog coming up. I did not until I noticed Beau was looking. That's why you never look at the nature or the scenery. You always look at your dog, and she'll tell you what you need to know. Mostly whether there's horse poop or cow poop or animals. What you looking at now? We might stay at the southwest Coyote corner and see how far the white dog goes. It doesn't do the loop, we've established that. Oh, it's just turning around right there. Okay. Looks like we will be seeing Rudy after all. What I'm guessing is the big white dog seen us and didn't want to have no part of it. He turned around. It's a pretty bad guess. What happened there is I'm guessing that Beau caught a whiff of Rudy. So now we're backtracking a little bit. See if we can locate him. And we're not seeing Rudy. Beau's acting a little peculiar for whatever reason. It's been a strange walk. No cyclists. We haven't seen Rudy. Now I'm kind of questioning my own self whether you've even seen Rudy's car in the lot. I can't remember. That's why I'm having these questions internally. We're almost at the turn. Yeah, Beau, I don't know what's going on. And strange things are afoot on this walk this morning. It's almost like nothing's going to plan. Time for water break, that's in the plan. Yeah, I'm looking down here for evidence of Rudy's water break, and I'm not seeing any waters on the ground. Typically you'll see that. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I guess we can water the dog, for lack of anything else I can think of to do. I'd be curious now to see whether the rabbit is out in the vicinity. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. All these lands here, because we're still in the bad season, is full of cheatgrass and such. But in about another 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, we'll be able to tack on a little fun loop down there in that area. There's some good paths, where you also encounter other rabbits and even horse poop. Yeah, deer just passed the trail. I got Beau on the leash because we are, that's a large deer too. That's the horse poop that Beau would want to snack on. Although she didn't even walk anywhere near it. That's a large deer. And another one. Speaking of deer, it made me think of the state of Washington, where Beau lives with me. Made the news a couple days ago. We have the highest motor fuels price in the whole country this week, higher than even Hawaii, because we have a commitment to climate. It's a law that a California governor signed into law a couple years ago. And the intent is to make people stop driving cars and to grind the economy into a halt so we could live poor, so the government can support us nicely. And then we had a referendum which passed, and the populace voted to have no additional tax on the motor fuels, but then the California style state Supreme Court tossed out that vote because of democracy. And every year we pay more and more for the motor fuels, and it's to help save the climate here in Washington only. It doesn't help the climate in neighboring states, of course. We do trust the science in this state because it's a majority run by Democrats, and they're known to be scientists that believe that high taxes can control the weather. We also have another real interesting law that came up about 3 years ago, Long-Term Care Act. A half of 1% of our salaries go to this fund to help us for a long-term care. Although it's not portable. And so when I leave the state upon retirement, that money goes to the Democratic voters that remain in the state. That's a crazy thing about that law. It's supposedly to help me in my long term. I think it caps at $30,000, so 10 to 15 years from now when I retire, that'll be 1 month of long-term care. We have other little laws like that that help protect us as citizenry and help control the weather. Actually, too many to enumerate. Some days I wish we were in a state like Texas that only meets every other year. The legislature, in my view, less damage can be caused by our lawgivers meeting less. Now, there is no state income tax in the state of Washington, so it could be far worse. And I'm saying, like New York, New Jersey, Illinois, California, those states, they're 100% run by the Democrats, and so really, really expensive to live in those states. But it's worth it because the benefits are also too many to enumerate. There'd be high crime, low mobility because of the high motor fuels taxes, which is the point. You even have, for heaven's sakes, men playing girl sports in those states. I think we have it in our state too, of course. And that goes back to the science. It's not Raymond. The current science says that men should play girl sports. It's a way to encourage psychological disorders amongst the male population. It's interesting, really. These are just things that I have to think about when I'm walking the dog. If there's no Rudy out this morning, normally I'd like to think about Rudy and the way he rolls around in the nature and the way he enjoys walking with Beau, things like that. But Rudy is definitely not out today. It looks like day is about to break on us. We got one early morning errand to run before we even get back home. It's not the grocery store. I'm taking the Land Cruiser into a new mechanic that goes by the name of Kevin McHugh. Tom's been using him, Tom Lanzadel, been using him since the 80s. I'm not sure if he'll work on the rig though. He's very hesitant. He's cut off his rigs manufactured on or after the year 2000. And the Land Cruiser ain't even close to that, of course. But I was able to drop Tom Lanzittel's name, and also he is the brother-in-law of JJ that played in Tom Lanzittel's band. I was able to drop a couple names and also let him know that I've seen him working on another 80 series Land Cruiser, and so he's going to possibly make an exception, but we'll see about that. Probably later in the day. You can see how much worse these walks are if you don't have Rudy or squirrels or things like that. But the main thing is we got poop out of Beau, and she got to stretch her legs and such. We didn't encounter any real hazards yet. Raymond. Well, now we're in impromptu urban walk. It's only a couple blocks home. This is why we want to establish that as a new mechanic, especially for the Ford Ranger. I mean, the brakes really aren't all that bad. It's just, I think sometimes swapping from the Lexus with the new brake booster and then the Land Cruiser, they just seem mushy brakes. Sometimes the pedal goes all the way to the floor. I was in traffic a couple weeks ago, and then the rig lurched forward quite a bit. So it's a safety significant system, so I hope to be hauling a lot of dogs in it this good season. So it's just best to have somebody like a mechanic look at something like that in my old age and laziness. Grizzly bar. Yeah, it's high noon now and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. These past 2.5 days have been quite busy in the workplace. So I haven't been filming a whole lot of Beau during these times. Many of you have probably already seen similar footage. Right now what Beau is looking for is the rabbit. There's multiple rabbits out here. Sometimes they're in open view. Beau never really sees them much. Okay, I'm not seeing any either. We'll keep looking. Nice job, Beau. Well, it's quitting time, and I haven't seen the dog in quite a while. I gave a holler. Maybe she's in the office trailer? I'm not too sure about that. Huh. Seriously? I thought maybe we locked her in the shop there, so Steve is gonna check. You look like she was digging or something. Look at her her tongue. Whatever it was bad.
Oh, she's panting so hard she can't even drink.
No, yeah. She's up into something bad. Luckily I have some meat stick remnants from my lunch in my hand, reserved for the loadout.
Come on, Beau.
Nice job, Beau. As the day is winding down, checking to see if the rig made it into the garage. It looks like it did, yeah. It's a good sign. My new mechanic. Come on, dude. Yeah. Didn't really get a chance to see it, but it's definitely moved. There's a little dog right there, Beau. Well, I just got myself on the couch and I'm waiting for Beau to come up. We had to do a little bit of video editing for work, which took a little longer than anticipated. So it's 6:15 p.m. Just a couple hours till bedtime.
All our moves and like checking out when we aired up that right rear tire. Man, that old dang old cow's kind of freaking us out, you know, getting up there posing for pictures and kind of like, this is my Shelby, not yours. Okay.
Good morning, Beau. Good morning. I'm having a little difficulty mustering Beau. Yeah, 3 raccoons just walked right in front of the rig there. Holy cow. Well, it's Thursday morning, September 18, 2025. It's 5:45 a.m. and the climate is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. That there's Beau. We're out here on a morning poop walk. Behind her there, you can see the setup for the, there's a half Ironman triathlon here in Richland on Sunday. And so I don't think we're coming out here again until Monday morning. I also don't think we're coming out here again until it gets a little more bright. Something wrong with the daylight. For whatever reason, this is too damn dark. In fact, we've seen a family of 3 raccoons crossing the road as we're driving down here, so we are on high alert. I think there's got to be a way to maybe petition our lawgivers to increase our motor fuels tax so we can get another hour of daylight in the morning. There's got to be some scientifically proven way involving crippling taxes that can change the sunlight at some point. Yeah, some fool on a bike. Yeah, it's too dark to even see if Beau's gonna even poop. Actually, she's pooping right there. The first poop of the day is in the bag. Yeah, we come out here about 15 minutes earlier today than yesterday in case we missed Rudy somehow yesterday, but I think we're gonna walk back to the parking area to allow for more light. Meanwhile, that cyclist is going across the bridge there. It took a while to get up on that bridge. Hey, Beau. Hey, Rudy. Good morning. Good morning. We missed you yesterday. You can see I moved the poop bag down towards the parking lot. Second poop of the day is in the bag. I almost hit April. That went awry on me. It turns out Rudy did the loop in reverse yesterday, so he was out here, but we completely missed him. It's always good to see Rudy in the morning. And today is one of those mornings. There's a good look at his backside there. And now we're doing this loop in the reverse to keep us out of danger. I think that's what April's thinking was yesterday. We come back down through the woods when it's a little lighter out. It's a good plan. Something's in them woods. Come on, Beau. I do quite a bit of off-camera voice command. And we're about to make the turn here. We're gonna water the dogs and then go through the woods section. So April was telling me back there, apparently we do gain an hour, and I thought it would be daylight savings thing in a couple weeks, but it's not till November. Hey, we made the turn. There are two hazards coming up. One is it's actually a California latrine, but there's animal scat, not human scat, at it that Beau's been enjoying. I think it's deer poop. So I gotta remember that. And then also, of course, the known horse pie. And the other thing of interest would be the rabbit that is known to be out here in this area. I'm not seeing them. Might be too early. Well, the walk so far has been relatively hazard-free. We thought we'd run into them deer again, but we did not. We haven't seen any other real animals. No porcupines, no skunks. In fact, Beau's first skunking was right around the corner there, down that path. She was about 6 to 8 months old when that happened. And so was Chase, and they both got skunked. Well, we're back at the coalface. The time is 8:03 a.m. and the climate is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's a rabbit on the grass. No, it's 11 o'clock a.m. Climate is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Most of the day, Beau doesn't really do her own walking about by herself. That's why we need Simba back here. When Simba's here, she and him just, all they do all day is wander around the yard here. But you can tell Beau's a little perked up there now because I'm going to take her back to look for rabbits. Just making the rounds, I guess is another way to put it. Mental health micro break for me. We got one more experiment we're going to run next week, and hopefully, but not likely, we'll be done with our experiments for the foreseeable future. Well, it's quitting time. I'm trying to get Beau to load out. Come on, Beau. Come on. Yeah. Load up. Good girl. Well, would like to say the day is almost over, but we got to mow the lawn, Beau. We got to trim up a brisket. But before we do all that, we're going to swing by the mechanic. See if we can see the rig. We're looking for a master cylinder and brake pads. And you see it, Beau? I do not. I wonder where. Oh, there it is. It was parked right next to that little outdoor bay. So it's either means they're waiting on parts, is my guess, or it's done, but I doubt that. Kevin, my mechanic, he'll let me know this afternoon what the status is. Not sure if I'm talking to the viewer or talking to the dog, really. Well, Beau, your lawn is done. I'm guessing we have to do this 2 more times this season and then hang it up for the rest of the year. We're extremely, excuse me, Beau, extremely happy about that for sure. I forgot to take Beau's collar off when we got home. I was in such a hurry there. Next order of business is trim this sucker. This is American Wagyu brisket. It's a full packer, but it's very small. So I think American Wagyu means veal or something close to it. Well, there it is, all trimmed and rubbed down. Let the salt and everything kind of set in there overnight. And we're going to put this thing on tomorrow evening. It's mainly for Simba. It's Simba's birth month also. It's also Ed and Tom Lanzadol's. The D is silent, but really it's mostly for Simba and Beau and Chase. They do enjoy smoked brisket.